Hey guys, thanks for coming and watching this Gum Unit 2 video. I'm sure a lot of you guys are overwhelmed with gum and think this is not even as fun as chewing gum. So I'm going to break it down for you and make this very simple. First, I got to start off my buddies Calvin and Hobbes. I don't know what I'd do without them. So yeah, I hope this isn't how you guys are in my classes, but it happened to me when I was in school, and I'm sure it happens sometimes here. And that's why I make these short 5-minute videos. So Gum Unit 2 is about direct and indirect objects, predicate nominatives, and predicate adjectives. You're probably thinking I'm speaking a different language at this point. But by the end of this video, maybe the second, third time, maybe even the first time, you're going to understand what this is about. So here's how they work. Action verbs are always linked to our direct and indirect objects. Linking verbs are always linked to our predicate nominatives and our predicate adjectives. And I'm going to show you how this works. Action verbs is something that you're doing. I'm teaching this class. You're watching my video. I went running on a trail today. Running, watching, doing, they're all actions. You have to be able to do them. Someone has to be able to do it. Now, a linking verb is like an I am. I was, he is, she has, we've been, things like that. They're all linking verbs. I wouldn't say these are very good examples. So they kind of link the subject and what they are together. Two very different things used for two very different reasons in this gum unit. So a direct object is obviously a noun or a pronoun, and it answers the question what or whom after an action verb. Big old clue right there. Don't even pay attention to what is before the verb. It doesn't matter when you're looking for direct objects. So, sharks have many teeth. Okay, so have is going to be our action verb. And what's the noun that comes after it? His teeth. Adam bought a camera. Here's our action verb. Bam! Here's our direct object because it's the noun that comes after the action verb. I cannot stress that enough. After, after, after. So let's practice it a little bit. Ducks will lay eggs only in the morning. Okay, it cannot be ducks because that's before the verb. So here's the action verb. Bam, here's our direct object. They prefer moths and other pests. Okay, here's our action verb. This one actually has two direct objects, moths and other pests, because it's listing something. Will a wolf abandon its pups? Okay, I think it's wolf. Am I right or wrong? I hope you said I'm wrong, because look, here's our action verb. So, right there, there's our direct object. Are you with me so far? If not, go ahead and pause and rewind that and see how I did that. Now let's go on to the indirect objects. Again, it's a noun or a pronoun, and it answers the question to whom or for whom or to what or for what after an action verb. Again, it comes after the verb. Here's some examples. Ken bought Nathan 3 hamburgers. Ken bought who 3 hamburgers? Nathan. The yellow paint gave the playscape a bright appearance. The yellow paint gave what a bright appearance? The playscape. This one can be a little bit tricky because it looks like there's a couple nouns that come after a action verb here, but it's always to whom and what? Why did that happen? So let's look at some more examples. We fed the ducks breadcrumbs. We fed who the breadcrumbs? Ducks. Did Steve make Mary that fried chicken? Did Steve make fried chicken for who? Mary. And the picture you gave me is a more vivid impression of him. Now this is a little tricky because look, here's our action verb. So it has to be something after the action verb. The picture you gave who is a more vivid impression? Me. Me is the indirect object. This one's a little tricky. Like I said, rewind if you need to go back to that. You're always looking for after the action verb. And it's going to answer the question for who or for what? You fed who the breadcrumbs? The ducks. Steve made fried chicken for who? Mary. The picture gave who a more vivid impression of him? Me. Wow, a lot of information. Let's keep chugging. So, predicate nominatives. Again, they are in the noun and pronoun family. This follows or comes after the linking verb. And remember, linking verbs are things like is, was, has, been, things like that. Ooh, looks like I said ban. There we go. Okay, it identifies, renames, or explains the objects. This is my favorite definition. It just gives another name for it. The park is a preserve. This is another name for park. The USA has become a powerful country. USA, another word for it, country. So this really isn't that tricky. Even though predicate nominative sounds so formal and so fabulous, it's not really that hard. You're just renaming something. So, Mrs. Ryland is a hyper teacher. So, here's the original noun. I'm renaming myself as a teacher. Iceland is one of the islands near the Arctic Circle. Here's my original noun, Iceland, and I'm renaming it because Iceland is an island. Rhode Island is the smallest. What could we put in here? If Rhode Island is our original topic, our original noun, what is our predicate nominative of Rhode Island? Another way to rename it. If you said state, you would be correct. Fantastic for you. We are renaming the original noun. That's our predicate nominative. So you can sound all smart, sophisticated, and maybe at dinner tonight say, oh, mother, are you serving dinner as supper? Oh, supper could be the predicate nominative of dinner because you're just renaming it. See? Not so hard. Check mark in our brain. We're good to go. Now, a predicate adjective is obviously an adjective, not a noun. It follows the linking verb, so it comes after. And it modifies the subject. So basically, it's describing the subject in a different way. The bear's den was very warm. This is modifying the subject of the bear's den because it's saying that it's warm. Recently, the weather has become warmer. Weather just became warmer. It modified our subject, and it came after our linking verb, like has or was. So let's check out these right here. Polar bears seem cuddly. Don't you wish they were? I want to pet polar bears so bad. Polar bears are what? They're cuddly. It's our adjective, our descriptive word. That is our predicate adjective. That new poem sounds, what do you think could go here as a predicate adjective? I'm going to write cool. It's modifying the poem because it's describing it. Kyle's volume is too, what could be a predicate adjective of volume, a word to describe the volume? I'm going to put quiet because I want to hear Kyle's music. I love music. As you guys can tell, I sing all the time. So good. We just modified our original noun. That is what a predicate adjective can do. Now, I know I flew through this and it was a lot of information, but my plan for this video is that you watch it a few times. That's why they're so short and concise. You can learn a lot in this little bit of time. If you only misunderstood one part, you're still kind of confused on predicate nominatives or indirect objects, rewind, go back and watch it again. You're welcome to follow along in your English 7 book or whatever book you have for your level. Find the page that corresponds with your predicate nominative and predicate adjective unit. Go through those pages and I bet you're going to ace your assessment. Ace the assessment. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. Hope you guys have a great day and good luck on your assessment.